Hi, this is Mrs. Ziegler, and I'm going to go over how you're going to complete this stoichiometry chart. Okay, so first thing is you have to balance your reaction. So looking here, I have this iron. This is iron 3 oxide. So here in the problem, it tells me that rust, which is iron 3 oxide, okay, and then I've got carbon monoxide, and then carbon dioxide, and iron. So they ask here how much carbon monoxide can 25 grams of rust consume. So from that, I should be able to complete this entire chart. So here I've got 25 grams, so 25 grams go here. So balancing my equation, okay, so I have 2 Fe's over here, so I have 2 Fe's over there. So I have actually 3 oxygens, and this one is 4, okay, so over here, I have 2 oxygens. So technically, if I look and I do a 3 here, which would make 6, and I do a 3 here, since this is 1 oxygen, so I do 3 carbons, I've got 3 oxygens plus these 3 oxygens to make 6 oxygens, so I have 6 oxygens on both sides. Now I am balanced. So first thing is, here in these spots, so here, I'm trying to find the grams of that amount. Whereas here, and here, I'm getting the formula mass. To get formula mass, you want to use formula mass chart. So you're going to use this in order to find your formula mass. Now, I have blank copies that students can use in order to complete this. So if I use this to complete my formula mass, so I have Fe2O3, okay, then I've got CO, so I'm going to do the Fe, and then there's 2, O is 3. Looking at my periodic table, so looking at my periodic table, I find that iron is 55.85 grams. Oxygen is 16.00 grams. Okay, then I'm going to multiply the 5585 times 2, which will give me 111.70 grams. Then 16 times 3, which is 48 grams. Okay, then I have to add those up to get my formula mass, which is 159.70 grams. Okay, so that's what this is, 159.70 grams. Then I do the carbon. So I do the carbon monoxide. So there's 1 and 1. This is 12.01 grams. And then this is 16 grams. Whoops. So it is 27.01 grams. So for this one, it's 27.01 grams. Okay. For iron, we look at the periodic table. We know that iron is 55.85 grams. And then carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide. So if I do carbon dioxide, so carbon is 1, it's 2, this is 16 grams. We know this is 1201 grams. So this is 32, 1201 grams. Then it's 401 grams. Okay, so this is 44.01 grams. Okay, so now, in order to find the number of moles, so color coding everything, so number of moles, so this, alright, so now we're going to do a dimensional analysis to solve for we're going to solve for carbon monoxide. So to actually answer this problem, so I have 25 grams of Fe2O3, okay, and then I'm going to do 1 mole of, this is my A, my known, Over here is grams, so we know that this is 159.70 grams, which is what we got from here, okay? And we are trying to go from moles of iron 3 oxide to this one, which is moles of carbon monoxide. So, carbon monoxide. So, here, again, it's 1 because there's nothing there. It's understood to be 1. Then here is 3 because that's where I get my mole ratios from the balanced equation. Okay? And then all I have to do now is just convert that into grams. Okay? So, this is the setup to get the answer for the mass here. Okay? Now, in order to get this mass, right, it's really just this part of the setup. So, to get this answer, it's this part of the setup. Well, if you look, if you take 25 divided by 159.70, which is what this is, you're going to get that answer. So, let's get our calculator. 25 divided by 159.70 is 0.16 mole. Okay? So, I've already done this piece. Now, to do this piece, how many moles of this, how many moles of carbon dioxide is this times this, which is this number. So it'll be 0.16 times 3, which will get me my number of moles, which is these many moles, because ultimately what I did was I took this divided by this, then times this, because that is how I get to moles. Then when I have this answer, I want to go to grams. So ultimately, once I get this answer, then I'm going to multiply to get that answer. So times 27.01 grams, which will get me my grams, which is 12.96 grams. Okay? So, if you actually look at the way that this chart is, to complete this chart, it is when you go down, you're going to divide. Then, to get to this one, you're going to multiply times this, divided by the mole ratio. Okay, that's where we did this piece. Okay, so really, this answer, well, I'm sorry, let's go like this. So this answer, this one gets me here. Okay, so it's this divided by this gets me this answer. Okay, then to get this answer, you are actually going to multiply through this mole ratio. So in this case, it's 3 divided by 1. That will give me that answer. Then, to get this answer, you just, as you're going up, you're going to multiply to go up. So, let's see how we would set up to do this one, to do this at 1. Same setup, okay? So, when I do it, okay, I'm going to use this separate new sheet. So, I've got 25 grams of Fe2O3. And then it goes again, it's 159.70 grams, which is 1 mole of Fe2O3. And now I'm trying to go here. So, again, down here, it's 1 mole of Fe2O3. I got that from here. On top is this one, which is 2 moles of Fe. And then, to get this answer, I'm going to do 1 mole of Fe to 55.85 grams of Fe. So 25 divided by 159.70, which I just rounded, so that's this rounded, okay? And then I'm going to times it by 3 to get me this answer, which is, again, 0.47 moles, okay? Well, actually, hold on, I think I did that wrong, so 12.96, oh, sorry, so 1 times 3, Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. So actually, we'll just make this the same because I took the rounded. Okay, so now, so that's this answer. So again, going from here all the way to here. And then I just take the 0.48 moles times 44.01, which will give me my grams of carbon dioxide, which will be 21.12 grams. So that is how you complete your work, but you do have to at least show me one calculated problem. Okay? So as long as you have one problem like this, ultimately the problem that they're asking here, but then you can actually go through each one going up by finding this answer, and then you multiply as you go up. You divide as you go down. If you have any questions, please make sure that you reach out.